like kami, when we sponsor the budget, sagot namin lahat ng provisions doon, di ba? Saan nanggaling yun, sino yung nag-propose ng amendment. So ganun din in this case of Maharlika. I think si Senator Villar makakapagbigay linaw dyan. And then, of course, yung Secretariat, because naka-record lahat ng proceedings dyan. Diba?
Pero sir, sa inyo, how should it be corrected, yung error in content? Kasi mag-iba sir yung 50 and 51.
Well, if there's an error, you turn to the records, diba? Anong nakalagay sa record, diba? Ang nabasa ko, ang may statement si Senator Mark na we're very firm on 10 years. So sa akin, kung firm ka sa 10 years, that's the intent of the author and the sponsor. 10 years talaga siya.
So no need na ibalik sa Senate floor ulit, sir, if yun lang yung issue. Dahil may napag-usapan naman na parang kayo sa plenary, sir, when you pass it.
Yeah, kung yung ano naman dyan usually, ang authority to be corrected is not a substantial or yung dun sa pinaka meat o nilalaman ng batas, kundi dun sa, kasi klaro niyan 10 years Ano ba yung provision? Prescriptive period, di ba? 10 years. So, clear naman wala naman debate din di ba? Wala naman nagsabing 10 years, 20 years. Clear siya na 10 years. So, yun ang ilalagay doon. Yung lingwahe, yun pwedeng pag-usapan nyo kasi yun, that's only subject to style naman. Meron tayong, di ba, subject to style, meron gano'n. Pero yung, I think wala namang debate dun sa nilalaman. That's to my knowledge. No? But I could be wrong. No? Kaya sabi ko, it's best to consult the committee sponsor. Kasi pagka minsan sa dami nga ng amendment, tinitingnan mo yung record. Ano bang napag-usapan dito, di ba? O ito yung pinag-usapan Reflected ba dun sa lingwahe ng batas? O kung hindi, dun may problema. Pero in this case, parang wala naman, di ba?
Okay, so for you, sir, wala problema kasi nagkaisa naman kayo sa 10 years. So ano yun, sir? Simple deletion of Section 51 ang mangyayari. That can be done by the Secretariat, sir?
Well, I'm not sure kung napag-usapan na yun dun sa floor, yung deletion. That has to be done on the floor or iaako ng committee, na we deleted it, di ba?
Sir, just to clarify, as far as you are concerned, ang status po ng Maharlika Bill is wala pang enrolled copy, wala pang final version?
I don't know. You'll have to ask the, kasi on my part, I'm not the sponsoring committee. I'm not the Senate leadership. So I don't really know the status. That's more of a procedural thing, no? So, sa alam ko, wala pang enrolled bill is something that is signed by the Senate President and the Speaker and sent to the President. So I don't know if the Senate President has already signed the final copy of the bill.
Sir, but sa process po, isi-send pa po ba siya sa office ng kada senator or
No, it's not sent. It's no longer sent to the... I mean, it's sent as a, parang CC na lang kami. Pero we're not, once ang participation lang namin is voting the senators. No? So, yung sponsor, kaya sabi ko, for those details, yung sponsoring committee talaga ang aako din. And subject to what was transpired, in case may doubt as to the final version, you'll have to resort to the record. Yung record talaga yung magpapatunay kung ano yung napag-usapan sa...
Sir, hindi naman po delikado daw for the Secretariat na sila yung gagawa nun, yung deletion or mag-aayos sa mga comma, period.
Well, that's just reflective. As long as what they do is reflective of the Senate's work, I don't think that's a problem. At saka hindi naman substantial amendment. But I think there's yung tinatawag na subject to style, that's done by the committee talaga, ginagawa talaga yun, di ba? Kasi pangit naman kung pagkabasa tapos hindi masama yung pagkasulat. There's a certain, I think there's a certain stylistic leeway even.
Sir, dahil po nasa Washington pa po si SP, kung sakali na may enrolled bill, isa daw po sa mga options na para magkaroon ng enrolled bill, isa sa mga options is dadalhin daw po ni Secretary Bantug yung copy ng Maharlika Bill doon sa kanya sa Washington.
Kahit ako na yung magdala. Magsasakripisyo, ako yung magdadala sa Washington.
Sir, charge to the Senate yung pamasahe.
Hindi, kahit ako na naman. Joke lang to.
Sir, ganun talaga siya ka-importante na madala na kahit medyo syempre gagastos pa tayo for the flight. Talagang important na ASAP mapirmahan na yun ni SP.
It's a judgment call, no. Hindi naman kailangan talagang ASAP, di ba? I think pwede namang pirmahan yung pagbalik.
Sir, hindi siya pwedeng
it's a judgment
i-sign.
call.
Oo,
Judgment
siya
call
elec-
on that.
So hindi siya electronic signing? Hindi pwede? Kasi hinahabol siya for SONA, di ba?
Hindi ko sure. I think pwede under our rules. I have to check. I'm not sure. Sorry.
Sir, can you also clarify? Kasi yun nga, sabi ni Sen JV kasi, up for signing na lang. Were you informed also or were you able to check?
May
kung
signing
nasa-
by the Senate President,
By the
may
SP.
signing by the Speaker, may signing by the President.
Sir,
So,
by the SP na raw, tapos okay na raw yung case. May ganun talaga information. Okay na, naayos na ng Senate Secretariat and then for signing na ni SP.
Again, that means kung for signing na ni SP, that means na-plans na yung mga issues.
Have you heard na may ganun na nga? Ganun na nga yung status.
Narinig ko na galing sa iyo.
Hindi, sabi ni Sen JV kasi you were informed daw. Yung mga senators daw were informed.
na,
Okay na yung gusot and then signing na lang po ni SP.
Nakikwento naman sa amin ni Majority Leader kasi may thread kami sa Viber. No? So, the last few days tahimik na yung issue. So, ang assumption namin is medyo hindi na masyadong ticklish or dinidibate yung issue.
Sir, as a lawyer, yung bang sinisilip lagi na sections, conflicting provision, does it strengthen yung magiging petition sa kalit? Yung constitutionality, pag nasign na into law yun? Or
Sorry, ang tanong is,
lumakas ba, the moment na maging law, yung Maharlika,
Yeah.
magiging malakas ba yung laban sa issue ng constitutionality kung may conflicting provision?
conflicting with
1551, sir, if it is carried out in the law. Or you think hindi lang napapasok na?
I don't think, I don't know but if I'm in the Supreme Court for instance, ang tingin ko dyan, internal matter yan ng Kongreso. Kasi may kaso yan dati, yung Arroyo versus De Venecia. Si Joker Arroyo went to the Supreme Court, sabi niya, binayolate ng House yung sarili nilang rules. Ang ruling ng Supreme Court doon. Well, sa inyo yan political question yan. Hindi kami nakikialam sa procedure ninyo. Basta sa amin, pagdating dito, at saka wala namang na-violate na constitutional policies, parang there is no blatant constitutional violation. What Congress does is more or less parang largely a political question. So, I don't know. So, there has to be, put it this way, put it another way. Kung talagang idadali ng ika-question yung constitutionality, there has to be a blatant violation. Hindi pwedeng minor, kunyari, something about the rules na may words na nagbago. Hindi ganun ka-technical, I think, yung I don't think the Supreme Court will be that technical. But that's just my opinion, no, as a lawyer, without preempting the Supreme Court in any way.
So, kasi sir, ang issue is whether nasunod ba yung buong proseso, yung lawmaking process.
Yes, but again, in the case of Arroyo versus De Venecia, kahit may violation pa man, sabi ng Supreme Court, kahit may violation pa man ng rules yan, wala na kami dyan. Usapan yung lang yan, di ba? Ang tinitingnan namin, kung may violation ng Constitution.
Okay.
Oo.
So sir, yung again, yung dun sa, kasi nung Friday, weekend na naman sabihin ko, nung Friday, sabi ni Sen Frank, former Senator Frank, kahit na meron siyang conflicting provision, ang pwede lang naman is to revert it back to the floor and amend it. So kahit na masignan siya, hindi pa rin siya pwedeng sabihin na unconstitutional dahil ang crime naman, if ever, mangyayari pa within the next
Actually, nangyari yun sa
years.
budget In fact, Senator Frank was instrumental. Naalala niyo yung may in-insert daw yung House sa
Yes,
budget.
sa budget.
Nung panahon nung nagkaroon ng power struggle sa House, yung pinalitan ni GMA si
Alvarez.
Speaker Alvarez. Diba nagkaroon ng, sabi nila, nag-insert after the BICAM ng budgetary items. So ang ginawa, ayaw pirmahan ni Senate SP Soto yun, yung budget ang advice. And finally, pumasok si Minority Leader Drilon. Sabi niya, pirmahan mo na, pero subject to the, that you don't agree with these items which were inserted after the, so ang ginawa, the President vetoed those items, di ba? So, I think there was about 90 billion worth of, or 60 billion worth of projects which were vetoed.
Kaya lang sir, hindi siya budget.
Yeah, yun na nga. Dito, that's the difference in this case, is walang line item dito. Kasi hindi siya appropriation measure. So, well, yeah, but there's no disagreement with, I don't have any disagreement with what Senator Frank said on that aspect about being ako. Kasi sa akin nga, parang hindi naman siya constitutional issue. Diba?
Sir, singit lang isa lang po, West Philippine Sea. Sir, may reso po si Senator Rizal de Peros
Okay.
na iakit na raw po ng national government sa UNGA yung pangaharas ng China. How do you think this will help us? Kung sa ngayon, ang dami na natin pinadala, hindi naman nakikinig yung China.
Well, it's one option that we can take into account. But syempre, yung option na yun, ititimbang natin dun sa interest ng bansa. Diba? Dahil marami tayong negosyo with China. Diba? Marami tayong binibenta sa China. Marami tayong OFW sa China. Diba? So, yung mga ganun klaseng dapat timbangin natin sa ibang interest ng bansa. I'm not saying we shouldn't do it, but timbangin natin doon sa ibang options natin. Kasi kita mo ngayon, as we speak, nandun yung Secretary of State ng Amerika sa kausap si Xi Jinping. Diba? Kung US nga yun, nagbabangga na nga sila, pero ngayon nag-uusap sila. So, ibig sabihin, may role pa rin yung diplomasya.
Sir, sorry, isa na lang, pasensya na po.
Sige
Para
lang.
lang sure, sir, sa...
Sa oras pa.
Oo, actually, sir, 2. Charot.
Oh,
Sir,
flight ko, mamayang gabi pa sa US, sa Washington.
Madalin mo, sir.
Sir, sorry, kasi kung sinasabi nyo na wala namang issue pala yung prescriptive period, kasi malinaw naman yan ang pag-usapan niya 10 years. So yung buong Section 51, sir, the Secretariat can delete it. Yes.
No, the Secretariat cannot do it, but the sponsor and the sponsoring committee can do it. But it has to be clear on the floor na, kumbaga, kailangan in-approve yun. Kung hindi binasa sa floor yun, hindi pwedeng yun. So, hindi ko alam kung talagang, what was the intent eh. So, the record has to reflect the intent to delete it talaga.
Paano kung wala naman kayong ganun, sir, nung bago kayo tapos mag-session?
So, si Senator Mark lang tingin ko, I think he can put an end to this debate by saying, what was the intent of the committee? Our intent, kung sabihin niya, ang intent namin is one prescriptive period of 10 years, that's it. Tapos na yung usapan. Yun na yun.
But what happens to the Section 50 and 51? Can he also...
Hindi, kasi kung 10 years yun, isa lang yun. Kailangan ipagsama yun. You cannot have two prescriptive periods. Diba?
Yun nga, sir, kung gagawin mo 10 years yun, it involves deletion of the 51.
Oo, kasama na yun.
Even
Oo.
not in the session.
Yeah. Kahit hindi yun, pati parang kumbaga, yun. Well, but formally, dapat na-introduce yun, to be honestly. That's the correct procedure.
During the session.
Formally,
In the plenary. Sir, okay ka naman.
Yun ang risk nga when you do second and third reading. Pag medyo mabilisan, hindi clear masyado. Pero, syempre, ang mananaig dyan, yung ginawa ng sponsoring committee. Kasi siya talaga yung, siya gumawa ng committee report, di ba? Siya yung, siya talaga yung final version.
And kung ano yung napag-usapan sa plenary, yun yung masusunod.
Yes, of course.
Pero sir, technicality na nga yung 50 and 51, if what's gonna happen with it, sir? Kasi tapos na.
Actually, di ko na nasundan yun, to be honest. But what I saw in the record is that sabi nila, we are firm on 10 years. So ang interpretation ko doon is, there's only one prescriptive period of 10 years, di ba? So,
Sir, possibility po ba yung sinabi po ni Senator Drilon? Possible ba na ang gagawin po nitong Senate is ipapasa nga po yung bill kahit may dalawa yung prescription periods, and then kapag daw po sinay na yun ni President Marcos into law, pwede naman daw pong maghain agad ng bill amending it.
that's also a possibility.
Sir,
Will that be the course of action kaya ngayon? Or...
Honestly, I don't know. You'll have to, lang tayo, supporting actor, madam. Hindi tayo best actor or best actress.
Sir, do you agree dun sa mga advice, sa mga observation na mga, well, the likes of Drilon and even Pimentel, na hindi dapat nira-rush yung bill kasi nga yung human factor of na magkakaroon talaga ng error.
But it's always easy to say in hindsight kasi, di ba? Pero ginagawa talaga yan mula panahon pa ni Adan at saka ni Eva. Yan talaga ang procedure. Nung Senate President si Drilon, nung Senate President si Senator Pimentel. Ganun din, pag urgent ang measure, we approve it on second and third reading. Pero, yun nga, siguro hindi naging clear yung in some instances. No?
Sir, last na lang yung point ko, issue of decorum. Meeting yata kayo ni SP, or do you see the need na magkaroon pa ng meeting ang mga senators para pagbalik nyo, medyo bagong bihis yung attitude ng mga senator ng, well, mga kasama nyo or kung sino man yung usually maiingay at mas magkaroon ng proper order during sessions and committee hearings?
Hindi naman. I don't think masyadong marami. I think medyo exaggerated yung issue sa decorum, to be honest. I think ang nangyari is nag-open up ang Senate ulit post-pandemic. Di ba? Dati kasi for a long time wala tayong bisita at saka napaka-stricto natin dito. So hindi nakakapunta dito yung mga mayor, yung mga councilor, yung mga board member. Eh ngayon, nagluwang na tayo eh. Lumuwang na yung patakaran natin dito. So kahit sino nakakapasok na dito. So puno lang yung gallery. So, di ba? Magiging ano naman kami sa trabaho namin kung hindi namin kakausapin yung mga bisita sa Senado. Diba? So that's part of our job to talk to our constituencies, talk to those who want to speak to their representatives. So sa akin ganun. Mabait lang talaga siguro si Senate President kaya minsan di ba? Ano na lang niya, pinapausap niya yung mga senators sa mga visitors. So, but I don't think may pagkukulang or anything like that.
So pag bago na yung Senate, wala nang problem sa decorum kasi may rules na kayo.
Sa bagong Senate?
Senate building.
Pero I think you still allow, meron pa rin manonood dun sa session, di ba? At saka meron pa rin makikiusyoso at makipagchismisan sa mga senador. Hindi mawawala yun.
Sir, paano po yung issue nung cursing daw, tsaka use of unparliamentary language sa mga hearings? Shouldn't that be addressed?
Cursing. Well, if someone moves to strike it off the record, siguro may ganon, di ba? Pero kung walang nag-move, wala
It's not
na.
an issue, sir, kapag sa rules.
Hindi ba violation sa Senate rules yun? Kasi
Well,
decorum.
there's a rule on parliamentary language to be adopted, di ba? Some language. Tapos hindi ka pwede ma-personal, di ba? Dapat third person lang. In fact, sa plenary, hindi nga kayo dapat magsasagutan, di ba? Didirect nyo sa presiding officer. So, important yung ganong parliamentary traditions na hindi mawala. Kasi yun ang rason doon para di magkainitan yung mga senador against one another.
In that case, sir, paano po siya, or are there plans para ayusin siya ng leadership? How it will be addressed?
I-mute na lang daw, i-mute.
Wala na, sir, mute pag live.
So even during
Paano
the
yun,
hearings,
sir?
Kasi siyempre po Senate President, ba't mo tinatanong sa akin yan?
sir, kasi
Sir,
diba,
Bahala na. Ang sagot ko, off the record na lang, bahala na sila. Joke lang, joke
Saka
lang.
hindi ba tumigil ka dun sa pag-debento mo one time?
Ha?
Yung bago yung
Naingayan
pag-break,
ka, sir.
naingayan ka.
Ay, hindi.
May pinanigan ka.
Sabi ko, sir, ayun.
Kasi merong malakas ang boses. Sabi ko, baka gusto nila sabi ko, willing ako mag-give. Yun lang naman yun.
pero sir, naingayan ka.
Ha?
Kasi ni-recall mo pa, because yesterday she said that blah blah blah. So,
Sir, nire-review namin sa hapon. Hinanap pa namin yun, sir.
Hindi ko na maalala. Hindi. So, dito sa Senate, medyo iba. Talagang, kasi 24 lang nga kami. Pag may nagsasalita, expectation, papakinggan talaga. Pero minsan nakaka-distract kasi talaga yun eh. Nagsasalita ka tapos nag-uusap sa gilid mo, di ba? But that's not exclusive to this Congress. So, di ba? Alam niyo naman eh, matagal na kayo mga veterano din kayo eh. Hindi naman bago lahat yan. So, pero may point din sila. There are some traditions which are worth upholding talaga. Dapat yung respect, makinig tayo sa isa't isa. Di ba? Good manners and right conduct naman.
sir, so the public should expect a more behaved Senate pag sa SONA day na.
Behave naman kami. Ayan naman. Parang sinabi niyo naman, nag-misbehave
Yung a
kami
more
dati.
orderly session and committee hearings. Ganun
Oo, I
po.
think tama naman. I think yun talaga ang pakay ng leadership tsaka ng leadership ng Senado.
Sir, ano po bang kaibahan ng mga ka-level ng age nyo yung kasama nyo? Or meron
Sino
pa-
bang ka-age?
Like,
Ingat.
hindi ba kasi yun sir parang, di ba, 40, 50s. Unlike dati, meron po kayo Enrile, Miriam.
May elderly.
Ano po yung, ano, generation?
Uy, kami lahat, kausap na yung mga panahon ng tatay namin, di nagpapansinan sila dati. Kami lahat nag-uusap kami. Very, very civil kami sa isa't isa.
And then, and then,
Hindi, kasi sinasabi, parang ang palabas kasi na lahat parang mas tama nung panahon. Nung panahon na yun, pagka nagsagutan lang sa session, adjourn ka agad, di ba? Pagka nagkasamaan ng loob, wala nang trabaho yung Senate dati. Ngayon, wala nang ganun di ba? Kumbaga, mature din ngayon ng mga senador, hindi na masyado nagpe-personalan, di ba? Ay, meron pa kayo dati yung Trillanes versus Enrile. Nakikita ko yan sa Laos, nagdadaanan, di nagpapansinan. Miriam and Enrile, di ba? Di nagpapansinan yan. Pag nagsagutan lang sa Senate, adjourn ka agad, di ba? Ayun, wala nang ganun. Sino pa bang ganun? Yung, can you name one senator of the 24 who don't speak to each other? Sino? Mas may alam kayo ha.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Pero nagpaplastikan, nagsasalita pa rin.
Plastic.
Joke lang. Guys, off to